Commissioners to order. On a roll call vote, please.
Russ Forsberg,
Mary Beth McGrath.
James O'Brien.
And Jim Casey, and Chief DeBoer will not be with us this afternoon. First item on the agenda will be the approval of the regular session meetings for June 9, 2020. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to,
This is Russ Forsberg making a motion that we approve the regular session meeting minutes for the license of Board of License Commissioners for June 9, 2020 as prepared.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, no one. Motion carries 4-0. Oh, there goes something. Okay, next item on the agenda. This is a public hearing. It's a public hearing 2002-002-014 Stacy's Tavern LLC doing business as Stacy's Tavern. Transfer an all alcohol restaurant license and change the location from 410 Quincy Ave to 356 Washington Street. The license is presently held by the South Shore Viking Club, Inc., doing business as South Shore Viking Club. And to appoint Stacy Dam, manager of record. The new license will be exercised at 356 Washington Street. A motion to open the public hearing.
Russ Forsberg makes a motion to
Open the public hearing.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second on a roll call. All in favor? Roll call, please.
Aye. Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
James O'Brien, aye.
And James Casey, aye. We are now in a public hearing. Anyone can chime in. Okay, the first I just got to change over, get into my computer here. I'm working from home and it's a challenge. It's a challenge. I got to get into that other file. Get over to there. It's here. Okay, what we have before us in your package you received, you should see a monetary transmittal form. The application for a transfer of license with the manager's application, the certificate of organization of Stacy's Tavern, a corporate vote, a query request form, and the query request was performed satisfactorily. We have the proof of citizenship, the floor plan, a purchase and sale agreement, the lease agreement, a financial letter, the certificate of good standing and tax compliance from the Department of Revenue, and a certificate of compliance from the Department of Unemployment Assistance. I believe that's what it's called. And with us, we have, for the record, could Attorney Cassie, could you state your name, your address for the records, and then you have the floor?
Thank you very much, Chairman. Louis Cassis. I'm at 50 Braintree Hill Park, Suite 301 in Braintree. I represent Stacy's Tavern LLC in our application for a transfer of the license from 410 Washington Street to 356 Washington Street, and to name Stacy Dam as the manager. I have Stacy Dam with me. I also have Hammer, her husband is Ben Vo. Mr. Vo is doing the construction work at 356 Washington Street, and he can answer any questions about the status of the construction and answer any questions about her ability to manage the restaurant. As you know, the license is moving from 410 Washington Street, which was, I think, the Viking Club. And
That's Quincy Avenue, if I can correct you.
it was Quincy Avenue, I'm sorry. It was the Viking Club, and it, we have a purchase and sale agreement to purchase that license for $65,000, subject to the approval of your board and the ABCC. The construction is presently stalled, but would hopefully be finished in 4 or 5 months, at which time they would like to open at that time. As you can see from the floor plan, it's the old VFW post, and it's somewhat divided into 2 parts. On the right side would be the bar and the restaurant, and on the left side, what was a function room will seat about 13 tables. The capacity for the restaurant side and the bar side is 171, with tables for 4 on the bar side, 4 and 2, some seating at the bar, and the tables on the left side would be seating for up to 6 or 8. I think there's 6 on the plan.
May I have the mic
Go
for a second? For anyone's records, it's on page 30. Page 51 of your documents is the floor plan.
The plan going forward is for light Asian fare, more noodles and that type of Vietnamese food, which Stacy and Ben have some experience with. They have a friend, a very close friend named Hung Lee, who owned a restaurant in the Hingham Shipyard. It was called Zendo. He sold it a year ago. He would be coming on as the chef and the sort of the expertise, have the expertise with the food and beverage part of the service of the proposed restaurant.
Does that complete your presentation?
That's all I have to offer. If you have any questions, we're certainly happy to answer.
Okay, the first one, I just want to ask you, I have not received the green.
Yeah, I have them all. I'll get them to you tomorrow. Is that fine?
Yeah, can you just show them up so all the members can at least see them?
There's a whole bunch of.
So
I got-
for the record, we have seen a visual display of a bunch of certified return receipt documents.
I think I have all of them back, and I think I'm looking for one more, and I'm gonna check the mailbox today and see if I get it. I'll get them down to City Hall to them. Can I just bring them in? Is the City Hall open?
The City Hall is, yeah, you can bring them in, just leave them with the assessor's office.
I can receive them, Jim.
Pardon me?
I can receive them on your behalf.
Okay, if you want to bring them down to the building department,
Okay, I'll do that.
okay, great. Do we have any questions from our members?
I have a question.
Ms. McGrath?
So I believe this is within 500 feet to a religious establishment on Stores Ave. Is that part of the
Yeah.
location requirement?
We gave them notice. It's I think it's the First Methodist Church, I think. And I have a return receipt from them.
Okay. So have you had any response from them
No.
for or against? Okay.
Nope, haven't heard from anyone, to tell you the truth.
Any other questions from members?
I don't have a question, I have a comment. So if the board chooses to approve this license, obviously all required department requirements would have to be met, including what may be in place with regarding COVID at the time of opening.
Is that a question? Yeah, I would think, first of all, we need,
It's
we
a
need-
comment.
okay, no, we need obviously building approval, fire, all those things have to be approved before we open. And whoever knows what the requirements are gonna be 4 or 5 months from now.
This is, any entity doing business in Braintree is required to follow all of the governors in this town's COVID policies and regulations. And that's just understanding that is a derivative of the ABCC's approval also. So that should not be an issue with any business selling alcohol beverages within our community. Parking situation, how are we gonna deal with parking? 171 vehicles? No, 171 patrons?
Is there parking, there's a parking lot, right?
No, but it's by right. It's by right from grandfather with the size. So we talked to the building department. So
I have Ben, again, I'm gonna put Ben on. Ben, talk to the building department. Ben, can you address that with the chairman?
hi, I did talk to building department and I applied for the 170 seat that.
Sorry,
That's the by right with the size of the building. We get approved for 171 without going to zoning because I talked with Melissa on Blenheim and also with the building what his name I believe Russo
You don't have to, yeah, talk to
Yeah,
him.
I talked to him and then they said by right, I get approved for 171 seat for the restaurant.
Yeah, so Mr. Chairman, based on the prior use of that property, the parking is allowed by right.
Okay then. Yeah, could you hold on one second? I just want to hold off. I gotta send someone, they're having a problem with the link here. And I want to make sure I can, I don't know if it's a resident or anything like that. That was that phone call I just received. Hold on one sec. Oh, how do you do this? Deb, you there?
I'm here.
Hey, where did you send me that? Oh, no. The problem is I got the wrong phone. I know you sent me the link and I picked up the wrong phone. My
Okay.
fault. Wait, I'm still having a problem finding it. Deb, could you read, if there's the persons online who just texted me, could you read them what the link is, Deb?
Send me their information. I'll send it to them.
Okay, just bear with me 1 second again. I don't want anybody coming back. There it is there. Just find it. This is a challenge. There we go. Eight, 2, 5, 8 dash. 1, 9, 7. Okay. Okay, so they have a right, use by right for the parking lot, so that's not an issue there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there any other questions from members? Is there anyone in the audience who has any questions? Okay, Deborah. And we have to do the balancing factors for this. And again, I'm looking find those. Deb?
Hold on, I have to add somebody.
Oh, okay. God, I don't want to do that. I hit the wrong button. Mary Beth, would you happen to have the ballot factors available?
I have to go into my computer, so I'll have to go out of this Zoom call and then go into my computer and get them and come back on.
Can you do that without?
Oh, Russ thinks he has them, so he'll go get them now.
Oh, okay, because I'm using two computers here. My other computer just went down. So. I apologize for all the technical difficulties.
No problem. This is, for older people like us, this is much more challenging. This, the youngsters, I have my daughters do this for me.
Yeah, that's for sure. They can do it with like 100 people on it. I'm lucky I can get myself. What else? Deb, wrong phone.
I sent it to him, just looking to see if you got it.
Yeah, the link. Yeah, Deb, the ballot factors.
Yeah,
Okay, did you send that to me?
I did.
Okay,
Want me to send it?
was it an email or a text?
Email. All the documents, the ballot factors, everything was in one email.
Okay, I had everything displayed on my personal computer and that was the one to my Gmail account, right?
I sent you both.
Oh, you did?
Could Deb just list them off one by one and we can take it from there, Jim?
Yeah, we'll have to check, we'll tick them off by one, but I haven't the foggiest off the top of my head that I'd remember them all.
Hold on, let me send them again.
Oh.
Send it to me too, Deb, and I can pull it up.
Okay.
Oh, wait a second. I have them.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, there's going to be a challenge. Okay, at this time, under Massachusetts state law for a liquor license, we have to provide the ballot factors for, Jesus Christ, another. We have to provide the ballot factors for the need of having a liquor license. The ballot factors are public need, number of existing dispensaries in a locality, view of the inhabitants, traffic, noise, size, sort of operation that carries the license, and the reputation of the applicant. So on the first one, is there a public need? Does anybody have any comment on that? Will the applicant meet the public need requirement?
Is that for me, sir?
No, that's for one of the members.
Okay.
I think that if we need to close the public hearing, if we're going to start to vote on it.
Okay, that's, on the ballot factors, usually we do it in a, no?
I didn't think we did, but
Okay then.
either way.
Okay, no, we'll motion to close. Is there anybody else in the audience who would like to speak at this time? Having no one who would like to speak in the audience, a motion to close the public hearing.
Russ Forsberg makes such a motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Russ Forsberg,
Forsberg, aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
Jim Casey, aye. We are now out of the public hearing portion of it. So with that, now we're going to deal with the ballot factors for the approval of a license. Is there a public need for a license?
I'll make a motion that
The first ballot factor is satisfied.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Unfortunately, we all have to do these on a roll call. So on a roll call vote, please.
Russ Forsberg,
Forsberg, aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
Jim Casey, aye. On a vote of 4-0, the public need has been met. What's relative to the number of existing dispensaries in the locality?
Russ Forsberg makes a motion that the second balancing factor is satisfied.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Again, on a roll call, please.
Russ Forsberg, aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
And Jim Casey, aye. So on a vote of 4-0, the second balancing factor has been met. Number 3, views of the inhabitants.
I make a motion that the third Russ Forsberg makes a motion that the third balancing factor has been satisfied.
Second, Jim O'Brien.
We have a motion, we have a second. On a roll call, please.
Forsberg, aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
Jim Casey, aye. We have a favorable motion for the third action 4-0. Relative to traffic, is there a motion?
Makes a motion that the traffic balancing factor has been satisfied.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Forsberg, aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
Jim Casey, aye. All in favor? We have a positive motion. Noise,
Russ Forsberg makes a motion that the noise balancing factor has been satisfied.
Second.
we have a motion, we have a second. Roll call, please.
Forsberg, aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
Jim Casey, aye. We have met the fifth balancing factor on a vote of 4-0. On the sixth balancing factor, size.
Makes a motion that the sixth balancing factor has been satisfied.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Discussion. Hearing none. On a roll call, please.
Russ Forsberg, aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
Jim Casey, aye. We have a vote of 4-0 that we've met the sixth balancing factor. Balancing factor number 7, soda operation that carries the license.
Forsberg makes a motion that such balancing factor has been satisfied.
Jim O'Brien.
Second, we have a motion, we have a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, motion on the 7th balancing factor. Roll call, please.
Aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
And Jim Casey, aye. We have a vote of 4-0 that we've met the 4th balancing factor, and the last one, reputation of the applicant. We have a motion, please.
Balancing factor has been satisfied.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Discussion. Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
Jim Casey, aye. We have a favorable vote of 4-0 that all of the 8th balancing factor has been satisfied. Next on the agenda, we have to have a motion for the acceptance of the license from the transfer of the license from the South Shore Viking Club to the, what's the, I'm
Casey's tab.
having a problem with my server here, so I need some help. What is the next, what's the name of the Stacy Dam?
Casey's LLC.
Stacy Tavern LLC. So a motion to transfer the license from the South Shore Viking Club to the Station Tavern LLC.
Russ Forsberg makes a motion to approve the request of a transfer of license from the Viking Club at 410 Quincy Avenue to Stacy's Tavern at 365 Washington Street. 356 Washington Street.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Roll call vote, please.
Forsberg, aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
And Jim Casey, aye. And then we have one more vote to make on this here, is we need a motion to appoint Stacy Dam Manager of Record for the business on discussion.
Russ Forsberg makes a motion to approve Stacy Dam, Manager of Record for the Stacy's Tavern at 356 Washington Street.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. On a roll call, please.
Ellsworth,
Aye.
Mary Beth McGrath, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
And Jim Casey, aye. So we have a favorable motion on both the license transfer as well as the manager of record. Congratulations. You'll have to submit all the documentation before us and make sure that you contact us when you get all of your approvals from the police, fire, building, and whoever. And then contact me, we'll get you the we'll get you the license in hand, okay?
Yep, thank you very much. We appreciate it. very-
Sorry for all of the technical glitches here. It's a challenge for all of us. And it's just a tough situation we're in at this point in time. So you have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, next item on the agenda is a special section 14 license. It's item number 2007025. Avon Shemtov, Avi, if I'm telling you, saying your name wrong, you can correct me. For a special 14 day, a section 14 license for one-day wine malt beverages for a beer garden event to be held on the following Saturdays, August 22nd, August 29th, September 5th, September 12th, September 19th, September 26th, October 3rd, October 10th, October 17th, October 24th, and October 31st. The license will be, is asking for the hours of operation would be from 12 p.m. to 12 noon until 5 p.m. in the afternoon. And it will be exercised at the Braintree Historical Society, 31 Tenney Drive. Okay, just bear with me so I can go into another file. I'm working off my iPhone right now, so it's even more challenging. There we go. Okay, what we have before us in an application, as I stated, for this one-day malt licenses, we have received all the documentation except for the insurance binder. However, I spoke with Avi earlier this morning, and they will provide us the insurance binder subject to approval, so they can get it, they can put into motion the licensing bonding process. This event is something that the town has approved in the past. It is located across the street at the Historical Society property. What it is an afternoon social event. It is managed in conjunction with the Historical Society. There will be ADA compliancy with a table situated in the rear of the property. And the petitioners, if they can correct me if I'm wrong, it is located behind the building on the end of the driveway.
Correct.
Is that correct? And the
Yep.
complete perimeter of the property will be fenced in. So the entrance will be from the left of the building, which is, I believe, the driveway. Is that correct?
For ADA, yes.
For ADA compliancy, what
Yep.
about entrance for the general public? Or is that
It'll be on the right side of the house.
on the right side of the house?
I
Okay,
think that's the
signage will be,
Gallivan house, right?
okay, signage will be in place.
Correct.
Okay, then. Okay, with that, I open it up to members. Are there any questions for members?
I have more comments.
Comment?
So in order to offer the beer garden present, given the COVID requirements, beer gardens, much like breweries and wineries, would be allowed under phase 2, which began on June 8th. But the only way to do that at present is it must be under, by providing a seated food service under a retail food permit. So you'd have to have a mobile food unit there, which it looks like you do, you're going to. And I would ask that this board, if in considering approving it, that it be conditional that we have identified who the mobile food vendor is so that we know that they're permitted by our department. The other thing is that in providing the seated food service, the client cannot go up to a mobile beer unit or a mobile food unit for their item. It has to be ordered and delivered to their table. patrons cannot be co-mingling. You have to be able to separate the tables at least 6 feet apart so that groups of no more than 6 people would be at a table. So your request for 100+ people may need to be modified in order to meet whatever the current requirements are for COVID. So the only time that this would change is under phase 4, which would allow for the offering of the beverage item without the need for a retail food permit. But we have no idea when phase 4 is going to start.
Okay.
So we can review that with you as, you know, the event approaches and we make sure that the mobile food unit is licensed and remind you of all the requirements.
Okay.
Is there any other comment from members? Does the petitioner have to have any questions?
Nope.
No? Okay, I just received a text message from the police chief, Chief DuBois. He's saying that he would like to make a condition of approval dependent upon having a police officer at the beer garden. They said that they will review it as it's going on to see if it needs to be continued throughout the whole, what's it, 11 Saturdays?
Yep, 11.
So they'll evaluate it after the first couple to see if it needs to be continued based on how the operation is running.
Okay,
But at least for the initial ones, he wants a conditional upon that, and then they will make the decision as time goes on. So you're agreeable to the
yep,
police?
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. So that was a requirement or a condition placed on by our police chief, Mark DuBois. Okay, with that, is there any comment from anybody in the public out there? Okay, hearing none. If the members are ready, a motion would be in order.
Mr. Chairman, I make
Sorry.
Shentoff, regarding a special Section 14 license for one-day wine and malt beverages for a beer garden event to be held on Saturday, August 22nd, August 28th, September 5th, September 12th, September 19th, September 26th, October 3rd, October 10th, October 17th, October 24th, and October 31st, between the hours of 12 noon and 5 p.m. to be exercised at the Brighton Historic Society, 31 Tenney Road, with the provision that such event maintain ADA access and subscribe to all COVID requirements of the time that these events will happen. Additionally, that a police detail shall be provided until such time as the police department deems it is no longer necessary.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second, and as we all know, a roll call vote is required.
Forsberg, aye.
Mayor Vandergriff, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
And Jim Casey, aye. The motion carries 4-0. And it's all conditional upon getting all your liquor liability
Insurance.
documents sent to us, okay?
Okay, I'll make sure Avi does that.
Okay, I appreciate that. And with that, I'm trying to read this tiny thing. It says the next scheduled meeting will be Tuesday, August 18th. So with that, I want to thank you all. Thank you for the challenges we just had with the technical aspects of this meeting. Again, it's one of the first times I've done this away from the office, so it has been quite the challenge. So with that, motion to adjourn would be in order on roll call.
Russ Forsberg, aye.
Mayor Vandergriff, aye.
Jim O'Brien, aye.
And Jim Casey, aye. We are in adjournment. Everybody have a safe day, and we'll see you around town.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.